Welcome to Understanding Soccer in Europe, the exceptions to the rules. While you learn the basic facts and rules of soccer in Europe, there are exceptions to each and every rule presented. Let's cover some of them now. In step 1, we learn that every country in Europe has its own league. For the purposes of this video, let's think of Europe not as the EU, but as every country under the jurisdiction of UEFA, the European Union of Football or Soccer Associations, which covers what we normally think of as Europe plus Iceland, the countries of the United Kingdom, Ireland, and all the way over to Turkey, Israel, and even Kazakhstan, all of which have soccer leagues. But what about all those tiny countries in Europe? Yeah, what about them? Well, Luxembourg, shown here in black, the Faroe Islands, tiny San Marino, and even Gibraltar all have national leagues. Only Vatican City, with its 900 or so residents, and tiny mountain micronation Liechtenstein, which is so small it makes Switzerland look like a giant, are without a national league system. Although Liechtenstein does have 7 professional teams that play next door in the Swiss league. We also learned that leagues run from August through May, which is true, except in the northern countries of Norway, Sweden, and Finland, whose leagues run from March through November. Also, we learned that a domestic league consists of each team playing every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Again, not always true. Denmark, for example, has 12 teams in its top flight, and they play each other 3 times each season. In the Austrian Bundesliga, which also only has 12 teams in the top division, each team is played twice at home and twice on the road. In step 2, we learned that through relegation, 3 teams are kicked out of each league. The truth is, sometimes it's a little simpler than that. For example, in the Danish Superliga, only 2 teams are relegated each year. On the other hand, sometimes relegation is inexplicably more complicated, as in Italy, where for some reason, only the top 2 teams from the second division are automatically promoted. Then, in a very complicated and drawn-out process, between 2 and 6 teams hold a 2-legged tie 3-rounded tournament to determine the 3rd promoted team. As far as the cup goes, England actually has 2 different tournaments held throughout the year, but only one of them is really important. And even tiny Liechtenstein, whose teams play in Switzerland, holds its own national cup. Every single thing we learned about the UEFA Champions League was true. But just a quick word about the European NIT. The UEFA Europa League is also held each year. Games are held on Thursdays. And it's like a bigger version of the Champions League, but with teams from lower down in the standings from the big countries and from the tops of leagues in smaller countries. Additionally, teams can also qualify for the Europa League by doing well in their country's cup tournaments. And there you have it. Most of the exceptions to all of the rules of soccer in Europe. Thanks for watching.